In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a clean, professional-looking edit completely for free using CapCut. The edit will be based on the famous "Where is your sword" scene from Vinland Saga, but this is just an example. The goal here isn't the anime, it's the editing process. Once you understand this style, you can apply the same techniques to any topic: sports, movies, motivation, or your own content. Now let me show you exactly how to do it. The first step is to gather all the footage we need for the video. You can use different platforms for this. In this example, I'm going to use YouTube. To get the main clip that we'll build the edit around, I search for the original Vinland Saga scene. The famous "Where's your sword? Don't need it" moment. I download this clip first. After that, I look for additional footage. I search for Vinland Saga 4K clips, aesthetic shots, cinematic scenes, and high-quality visuals. These will be used later in the edit. You can also use Pinterest. Just search for Vinland Saga, and you'll find a lot of aesthetic images and clips that work perfectly for edits. Simply download or screen record any footage you want to use. Once we've imported all the footage and audio into CapCut, drag the main clip onto the timeline. In my case, this is the "Where's your sword" scene. Next, drag the music onto the timeline. I'm using the song "Children" by Robert Miles. Now we need to cut the music properly with the first clip. The most important moment is the beat drop. As soon as the beat drops, the character stops talking, and that's where the real editing begins. Once that's set, import all the additional footage you want to use. Drag it onto the timeline and select split scenes. After that, change the ratio to 9:16 so the video fits the short form format. Then select all clips on the timeline and scale them up to around 150%. This will be the base size for the entire edit. You can choose a different scale if you want, but this works really well for this style. Now go through the clips and select all the short scenes you want to include. This is where you define the flow of your edit. You can even tell a small story. For example, start with scenes from the beginning of the series and slowly work toward the end, or focus entirely on one character and build the edit around them. And just to be clear, this is only an example. You can use this exact process for completely different content, including personal branding or your own videos. Once you've selected all the scenes, we move on to the actual editing. Select the music track, click the small shield icon, and choose Beats 2. CapCut will automatically place beat markers on the music. These markers show you where the beat changes or drops, and they'll help you time your cuts perfectly with the audio. Now we start with the real editing. Every time the beat changes in the music, we want to add a new visual. This connects the video directly to the audio. Start by selecting the first clip and place it above the main video, right on the first beat drop. Then scale it however you like. In my case, I'm making it smaller and placing it in the top right corner. Next, take the second clip and place it on the next beat drop. Sometimes the beat hits slightly between the markers, so always listen to the music and adjust the clip manually. This part is very important. If the visuals don't hit exactly on the beat, the edit won't feel satisfying. Scale this clip down as well. I'm placing it in the bottom left corner. The clips will switch very quickly, perfectly sync to the music, which makes the whole edit feel smooth and impactful. It's basically a fast-paced montage of Vinland Saga scenes that's enjoyable to watch. Next, choose another clip. This time, keep it full screen and place it on the next beat marker. After that, select another clip, scale it down again, and place it wherever you want. You can completely play around here. For example, you can use two small clips that switch quickly, or start with a small clip in the center that fades into a full screen shot. You can also let multiple clips overlap and use masks. Select a clip, add a mask, choose a square shape, and duplicate it. When the beat drops, each clip reveals itself one after another. There's a lot of creative freedom here. Every time the beat hits, add a new clip, change the scale, use masks, or layer visuals. Just experiment and build the edit around the rhythm of the music. After we're done with this part, we'll add captions at the very beginning of the clip. At the start, the characters say a few words, and we're going to recreate those After Effects style captions directly in CapCut, completely free. First, add two default text layers, then rename them based on what the character is saying. In my case, the character says, "Goodbye, Thorkel." So the first text will be "Goodbye" and the second one, "Thorkel." Now choose engaging fonts. I'm making "Goodbye" white and "Thorkel" red, since it's a name. For "Goodbye," I'll also add a glow effect to give the caption a more creative look. Place the captions in the center of the frame, and add a fade-out animation to each word. Now comes the important part. Select each word, go to scale, and add a keyframe at the beginning. Then move to the end of the word, right before it fades out, add another keyframe, and slightly increase the scale. This makes the text slowly grow while it's on screen, which makes it feel much more alive. Repeat the same process for the next words. In my case, it's "Where is your sword?" I use a different color for the word sword to make it stand out. For the final line, don't need it, I place the captions in the top left corner instead of the center, just to add variation. Feel free to play around with positioning, colors, glow effects, and scale animations. And that's basically it. This is just one example of how flexible and creative this editing style can be. You can use it for anime edits, personal branding, famous people, or any type of content you enjoy. Video editing is a powerful skill. You can monetize YouTube channels, grow TikTok pages, sell your services, or even build an agency once you really know what you're doing. Unfortunately, I can't show the full edit with music here because of copyright, but you'll find the finished version in the first link in the description. On YouTube Shorts and TikTok, you don't need to worry about copyright music. And if you want to seriously improve your editing skills and learn how to make money with YouTube and TikTok, check out my community, the 365 Arc. If you want me to do more tutorials like this, let me know in the comments.
Right, so I'm currently at my dashboard on smmshiba.com, and do not get confused by the website names. SMMShiba and SMMDodge are actually the same website. So all you have to do once you've created yourself an account here is to go on list, click on this category icon, select, and here you want to select something, basically any option that says from with video. So I'm going to choose this one right here, and this should be already fine. 2014, 2017, yeah. Now I'm going to click on buy, confirm, and now you can go onto your product orders and you will see this is pending. All right, the order is now completed. This didn't even take 2 minutes. What you want to do now is you want to copy that ID, and we want to be organized, right? Especially if we have multiple channels, you will not find them again. So make sure to save it somewhere.